If you have a bunch of candy, what's the one that goes the quickest?
Bags of pre-sliced apples.
Get your apples here at the O'Toole House. We're trying to figure out what the night before Halloween is.
I think it's like Hell Night.
Hell Night. Fright Night?
Fright Night?
Is it Fright Night? It's something. It's Sports Center with Jay and Dan, presented by Tim Hortons. I'm Jay, that's Dan, and plenty of NHL action to get to, including the Toronto Maple Leafs on the West Coast.
And a very special night in San Jose. Patty Marleau making his return. He holds the franchise record for the most goals, points, games played. Sharks honored him with a pregame video tribute. Marleau, massive ovation, lasted a long time. I think it lasted about 15 minutes, give or take a few minutes. Former teammates and his family watching. His wife did her best to prepare for the moment, making a checklist. The waterproof mascara coming in handy. Go skate to stick. That's a pretty tally. Matthews has his team leading 9th of the season. 1-0 Toronto. Marleau, one-timer. Oh, stopped by Jones. Marleau looking to get on the score sheet against his former team.
The Hound Dog, by the way, said it's Devil's Night or Mischief Night the night before Halloween.
Devil's Night, that was it. Joe Pavelski, he's got his 3rd of the season, ties this game at 1. They're in the 2nd.
Canadiens and Senators. Montreal near the bottom in goals against per game this season, so Carey Price gets the night off. Al Montoya gets the start. Craig Anderson, just one regulation loss and 8 starts this season. Now Anderson turns it over to Max Pacioretty. It's a shorty. Montreal averaging a league worst 2 goals a game. Anderson allowing 4 goals on just 6 shots. 4-2 Montreal. As we head to the 2nd after the Sens cut the lead to 1. Alex Galchenyuk on the breakaway. Buries it. Gallagher will fight off the check from Erik Karlsson, then fight off Mark Stone, and then score. What a beautiful goal by Brendan Gallagher. First time this season to have scored 6 in a game. Erik Karlsson -5 through 40. Karlsson, a career worst -6.
Yes and no. I think I've definitely had way worse games and got away with it. Today was not one of those nights, and again, that's something that you're going to have to deal with throughout the season, throughout your career. I've done it before. I'm going to do it again, and it's not something that's going to affect me moving forward. I know what I have to do to be successful, and today was not one of those nights.
Stars and Canucks. Vancouver looking for a 5th straight win. Nearing the end of the 1st. Canucks on the tail end of a power play. Thomas Vanek looking for more playing time. Oh, that's a bad pass. Jamel Smith, partial break. Vanek forced to tie him up. So that pretty much nullifies the Canucks power play. Makes the stop. Seconds after that penalty ends, Vanek with another penalty. He goes right back to the box. Tyler Seguin, one-timer, able to beat Jacob Markstrom. 7th of the season, gives Dallas a 1-0 lead. Dallas gets a great chance to add to it later in the period. It Stars leading this one 1-0.
A record-setting regular season. This show's going good so far. A record-setting regular season. Most points in MLS history, something no one will care about if Toronto FC is unable to win this year's MLS Cup. First step, the Eastern Conference semifinal against the New York Red Bulls.
No, that's not enough.
First leg. Reds captured their first Supporters Shield in franchise history with a record 69 points. But the last 5 Shield winners have failed to make the MLS Cup final. Great move by Altidore. Victor Vasquez with his first career playoff goal. TFC is up early. Now, before the end of the first half, Drew Moore takes down Bradley Wright Phillips in the box. Immediately, New York is awarded a penalty. Moore injured his ankle on the play. He'd be subbed off after the half. Daniel Royer, a perfect 4 for 4 on penalties this season, steps up and beats Alexander Bono The Red Bulls have only lost one of their last 11 home games against TFC. We're all tied at the half. This would be a huge upset. Early second half, Vasquez colliding with Felipe. Stayed down for a few minutes, but would try to tough it out. Shortly after, he would be subbed for the game, and his invisible discomfort. Vasquez had 8 goals assisted on 16 this season. That would be a huge loss in the second leg. We go to the 70th. Altidore wins the ball down the right side. The cross to Sebastian Giovinco. And Giovinco is fouled outside the 18. Giovinco, 5 goals in his last 6 matches. Great opportunity to retake the lead.
He is almost unstoppable from free kicks.
That is his 7th free kick goal this season for Giovinco. So TFC up 2-1, final second, stoppage time. Kamar Lawrence, the header, Bono. Great stop to keep TFC on top. Toronto, a huge away win in the first leg. Here's Christian Jack with Sebastian Giovinco.
Special night for you. 7th free kick goal of the season. You must love taking these free kicks.
Yeah, I like because it's the one of my quality. I try to training every day, and this is the result.
Toronto FC, New York Red Bulls, Sunday, second leg, 2:30 Eastern on TSN.
The Raptors' 2-week Western adventure continued in Portland Monday night, 4th of a 6-game swing. And if the team was writing home about the trip, the correspondence would be pretty quick. Teams made it to all their games, and a win in LA Friday night, but the only good things to happen. The Raps into Rip City, minus not just 1, but 2 big bodies. Jonas Valanciunas is still out with an ankle injury. Serge Ibaka going with him on the sidelines with knee swelling. Kyle Lowry needing just 7 points to pass Mo Pete for 5th on the Raps' all-time scoring list.
To OG now over to Lowry.
Norman Powell, stay within yourself. Don't force your game.
Just play great defense, right? Here's OG, just a spin move in the lane with the left.
Dwayne Casey turned and looked at us and was like, whoa, what was that?
Lowry drives past Damian Lillard for 2. With that, passes Mo Pete. Wraps up 13. You know what? Portland couldn't score. Blazers missed their first 16 shots to begin the second quarter. Great defense by the Raptors. This is a tweet from the Portland Twitter account. Are you there, basketball gods? It's us, Trailblazers. Prayers answers. 5 seconds left in the second. Evan Turner gets the offensive board. That's the Blazers' first basket of the quarter. They only scored 6 in the second. As the Raptors, undermanned, yet still win their second win of the trip, 99-85 they take. It's the Yotes and Flyers. Arizona would set a record for most losses at the start of the season if they lost this one. Season. That's right. They finally get a win on their 12th try.
Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Golden Knights' historic inaugural season continues despite the fact they've already lost their #1 and #2 goaltenders this season. Monday, if you can believe it, they lost #3. Here now, this doctor will show us exactly where Oscar Dansk got injured. Thank you. Thank you very much. Earlier in the day, Dansk was named second star of the week. John Tavares, the first star with 6 goals in 3 games. They go head-to-head in the second period. Tavares, great opportunity at the side of the net. Dansk. What an incredible save there. Vegas looking to be the first team in NHL history to win 6 straight games in their inaugural season. Check out the Golden Knights goalie depth chart. Already lost their top 2 tenders, leaving 2 unknowns in the crease. Well, not unknowns anymore. More bad news. Dansk loses an edge in the crease, gets back, stops Tavares, but slow to get to his feet. Concerned because Dansk is not comfortable and forced to exit the game. They're going with their 4th stringer. It's Maxime Legacy making his National Hockey League debut, and it did not go well. After giving up 3 goals, it's Tavares. John Tavares, 8 goals in his last 4 games. Vegas' 5-game win streak is over. That's like a game from the early 80s.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of those.
Our walk over to the other set is sponsored by our good friends at Finger Rags. Uncomfortable with do-rags? No problem. Put a rag on your finger.
Hound dog, we get that attendance? He's looking. Okay. As we showed you earlier, the Habs had an offensive explosion against the Senators. Charles Hudon scored his first 2 National Hockey League goals, while on the other side of the ice, Erik Karlsson finished the night -6. Joining us now from the nation's capital, Montreal Bureau Chief John Lu. John, huge win for the Habs against a tough Senators team. They've won 3 of their last 4, 8 goals in this one. So have they turned the corner now after that horrible start?
Oh, well, you know what, Dan, it couldn't have gotten much worse when they came off of that road trip out west. But the fact that they found their offense, especially over the last 2 nights, who knows, maybe they have turned the corner, but they still need Carey Price to start playing like the Carey Price we all know and respect. He just hasn't been himself through the first 11 games of the season.
Well, it's funny you say that, John. Al Montoya got the start against the Sens on Monday. Anything we should read into that?
Well, it depends on which way you want to try to discern the wind blowing. Claude Julien's official explanation was that Price, because he had played 3 games in 5 days going back to last Saturday, they wanted to give him a little bit of a rest, and Al Montoya had played well in a losing effort against LA on the road trip the previous week, so they wanted to get Montoya just his 2nd start of the season. But the fact of the matter is Carey Price is working through some issues right now. When you think what he was like in his rookie season and where he has been through the most successful parts of his career, he's been overcommitting in the net. He's been having trouble tracking pucks, and so there's certainly things that Price is working on in practice that he hasn't been able to successfully transfer back into games. And so this wasn't necessarily a bad decision when you take a look in retrospect at the result. But the fact of the matter is that yeah, Price, he's got to get back to where he's able to play.
That is from Ottawa, TSN Montreal Bureau Chief John Lu. Thanks, John.
Thank you, guys.
Well, what a guy. Panthers attendance 9,400, by the way.
More bad news for the Golden Knights Monday, as we mentioned. Oscar Dansk joins Marc-Andre Fleury and Malcolm Subban on the injury list. Assistant GM Kelly McCrimmon says depending on Dansk's injury, Dylan Ferguson of the WHL's Kamloops Blazers could be between the pipes Tuesday against the Rangers. Ferguson, drafted by the Stars, acquired by Vegas in the Mark Methot trade. Ferguson was in net for the first preseason win in franchise history against the Vancouver Canucks, so he has been called up. He's on his way to New York, where Vegas is going to be playing on Tuesday. So it's Dylan Ferguson. This is the new depth chart. We showed you the previous depth chart when we showed you the highlights. It's Ferguson, it's the goaltending coach, and it's Air Bud 1, 2, 3 for the Vegas Golden Knights.
And people are doing the math. They don't know if he'll get there by game time.
Yeah, it seems like if you factor in all the connectors and everything, it could be tough. They're going to have to send a private plane. Tiger Woods has announced he will officially return to professional golf. And you guessed it, it's at the 2017 Hero World Challenge, one of his own tournaments. Woods hasn't played competitively in 9 months following back surgery. The World Golf Challenge begins 1 month from Monday. Tiger's had 4 major back surgeries. It wasn't long ago where we had clips where he couldn't even pitch.
Yeah. I'm rooting for the guy after all his problems. This would be a great story.
There's a lot of great young players in golf, but how cool would it be if Tiger was able to come back and really get it done?
Tiger, he's big on social media. He's probably going to get into Halloween.
Yeah.
Because everyone's getting into the Halloween spirit, including Oilers captain Connor McDavid, David, dressed up as Donald Trump.
I love it. Apparently he's getting some flack on Twitter for this.
He's not saying he supports him.
Get a life if you don't like that. It's just pathetic. It's funny. We received these pictures of ourselves, people dressing up as Dan and myself. This one from Jaron Turnin, the first one resembling our promo shoot.
Nailed the socks.
Okay, the second one looks like the chat seats. I gotta say, these guys really did a great job in this one. Or should I say, this couple.
So thanks to Brendan Kapler, and then these 2 cool cats.
Oh, this is Brendan Kapler.
Yeah.
This is Brendan Kapler posting this picture to Instagram.
It looks like he put a little gray in his hair there.
Yeah. Well.
So if any little Jan Dance come to your door, make sure you...
Where's the thing on here?
Make sure you snap a picture on Halloween night. Coming up, The Jannies. They ripped it off. Oh, here it is.
With a record-setting amount of home runs in the World Series, you're probably wondering, are the balls being juiced? Well, they are with the new Jacked Baseball Power Juicer. Unlock the power in your swing with baseball juice. This high-powered commercial-grade baseball juicer extracts all the ball nutrients you need. Its high-powered blades cut through rubber and cork, leaving you with just the good stuff. That's right, the juice. Players around the league are reaping the powerful benefits of juiced balls, like not having to eat hard baseballs, great television ratings, and dingers, dingers, dingers. With Jacked Baseball Power Juicer, you can consume up to 10 baseballs in seconds, taking you from this to this. The Jacked Baseball Power Juicer. It gives you just the juice of the baseball.
Jackets and Bruins. They needed a shooter. Columbus scored to go up 1. Marchand, the Bruins' second shooter. Bobrovsky says, nah. Bjorkstrand has a chance to end it with a goal. In slow, then goes blocker side. Jackets improved to 8-4-0, setting a new club record for points in October.
It's Jenny's time. It's the awards for the best of things.
Bruins and Jackets. Marcus Nuvera catches Boston on a line change. Tyler Mutt. Sergei Bobrovsky got an assist on that one because he set the puck up behind the net. I think it was his 8th assist of his career.
And I blew it on the last goal. That was Jonathan Marchessault with the wraparound, not Riley Smith. Smith had the first shot, so I blew it. TF Sebastian Javinko free kick. That turned out to be the game winner.
Nick Leddy feeds John Tavares. Wow. Oscar Dansk did leave the game with an injury. Loses his stick, but makes a phenomenal save there on Tavares.
Leddy giving it to him.
We just showed you this one, but why not see it again? Because that's a Canadian. Andrew Wiggins. Blows by Josh Richardson and apparently killed someone on the baseline.
Man, they better check to see if anybody's dead down there on the baseline, because that was death-defying right there. Wow. That was something that you don't see very often from a human being.
New Orleans mascot is Pierre. Behind the back, head toss, half court, nailed it. Pierre.
Yes, named after former TSN hockey analyst Pierre McGuire. Still to come, after Phil Kessel, one of Jerry's favorites, was scared senseless. We're counting down the best pranks in the Sports Center Top 10. I think that Pierre McGuire move was a prank, Andy.
Don't ever do that to me again.
Pranks. No one loves them more than us. That's why I personally dug up this skeleton from a local cemetery.
Wait, but that's not a prank. That's illegal.
Joke's on you, Dan. There was no gravestone. Boom! You just got punked.
Say his name wrong. This is Mark Kowalski, and I'm here today chatting with the world's most expensive player, Paul Drogba. So, Paul, how are you today? What's that?
He's the best.
Pogba.
Yesterday you cut off 3 players. 3!
Oh my God, guys! Oh my God! They got him! They actually got him!
I saved him. Me. Captain Compete.
Florida Gators head coach Billy Donovan fooled his team by dropping a fake championship trophy. Al Horford thought it was the real thing.
Welcome to Red Sox baseball.
Mouse! Oh, God!
Doesn't worry about it at all. Man's man. Not concerned at all about that little mouse. Glad you guys had fun. It's good stuff.
Look at that.
Man's man. It's a mouse.
So, thank you very much for joining us. You're a two-time major winning champion. You've won the Masters, you won the Open. What's next for Zach Johnson?
Dustin Johnson, bud.
Sorry?
Dustin Johnson.
You're Dustin.
Okay, man. Now it's time to see how long you can hold a handshake.
Yep. I'll just come with you to. We need to do this for pickups. Just pick. You got it?
Hold it. Hold it.
Yeah. Sorry. Just one more. Pick up. I'm here with Happy Barn Rat for Mirage TV.
Brilliant.
Thanks very much.
Okay, baby T, this is big time. The owner is coming.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty good. The Stamps celebrate the birthdays of Henry Burris and Nick Lewis by taping them to the goalposts. I'm pretty sure that's hazy.
Somebody call 911. I got pneumonia.
In 2005, Luke Robitaille sets up teammate John Sim with a fake interview involving a late arriving reporter.
I don't need this right now, Freddie, okay? All right. Head it up. Joined right now by Jim Sim in your 8th year with the Kings, and it's John. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're from Texas, right?
No, Nova Scotia.
We made a move today, and we made a trade with a Japanese team, the Moore Giants, and you were one of the guys in the deal.
Kyle Kendrick has been moved to the Yomiuri Giants in exchange for Kobayashi Iwamura. It's a deal that we felt was important for us to make.
You know what I say? You just got punked!
More age on me, some wrinkles, a little dorky, maybe some facial hair. It was somebody that I can pull off a fun prank with. Let's go have some fun.
Nice and easy.
Mike, stop the car. Stop the car right now.
You all right over there, Steve?
Oh, you're an idiot. I'm going to kill you.
Call the cops. No, it's just a prank. We're just having fun. Look, this is a camera. Here's a camera. There's cameras. Look, it was all just fun. Look, I'm Jeff Gordon.
What do you think?
I think he killed him afterward.
That Phillies one.
Pretty bad.
He figured that out pretty
bad.
quick.
Yeah, that one was really rough. Did you like the skeleton?
It's pretty good.
Pretty clever stuff. Leads us to 1v1. What is it? Well, it's a segment where we pit one play against another play, and it's brought to you by our friends at Dodge Ram. Guts Glory Ram. First, the challenger, Sebastian Javinko of Toronto FC in the first leg of the Eastern semifinal and MLS playoff action. What a beautiful free kick. Turned out to be the game winner. Huge 2-1 away win for TFC of the New York Red Bulls, and this is the champion Garrett Sparks of the Toronto Marlies with a ridiculous diving glove save. So it's up to you to decide who wins. Go to tsn.ca/1v1, make your pick. The winner will be revealed on Tuesday's 6 Eastern edition of SportsCenter with Lindsay Italian Magic Hamilton.
You blew it to where we pointed our errors. During the Arizona pack, I said Florida instead of the Flyers. It was my messy handwriting.
And we couldn't find that video that Jerry D was talking about where he skated. He sort of, you talked about sauntering. He skated in a sauntering. He skated in to an interview with
and last week I said I've never seen a Popeyes franchise. They sent us a bunch of Popeyes stuff.
Popeyes. And Mike Garofolo, our NFL insider, and his lovely wife had a beautiful baby girl, Carmen Rosa Garofolo, on Monday night. So congratulations to Mike and the entire Garofolo family. What a wonderful thing.
Be safe trick-or-treating.
Happy Halloween.